And to do that, I have to explain this number, 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds. So that is the amount of time it took Roger Bannister to run the world's first 4-minute mile. All right? And when he did this, it was an absolute impossible. In fact, there were op-eds in the New York Times written by doctors who said, you know, besides having a ticker tape parade waiting for Bannister at the finish line, we're going to need a hearse. So people thought it was going to kill him. It also took forever to run this first 4-minute mile. If you look at mile times, they dropped about a quarter second a decade for 60, 70 years leading up to it. But Roger Bannister runs the first 4-minute mile, and then a month later, somebody breaks his record. A couple months later, somebody else breaks his record. In fact, within 10 years, teenagers had broken that record. So you got to ask yourself, how is that possible? All right? The physical challenge, which took us forever, 7 years to get to, it didn't change. Right? Running a sub 4-minute mile still requires running a sub 4 mile. All that changed is the frame, the mental frame we built around the task. What used to be impossible was suddenly viewed as possible, and that somehow made it a whole lot more possible. This is known to researchers as the Bannister effect. And what it really is an extremely tight coupling between the mind and the body, right? You have to believe you are capable of achieving the impossible before you can actually achieve the impossible. There's just no other way around it. And this is the reason I've been telling you about flow for the past 40 minutes. And I think this knowledge puts a wonderful and yet kind of terrible burden on each and every one of us, right? Ask yourself, what kinds of impossible grand challenges would you guys go after? Would you solve in your own life? Would you try to solve in the world? If you could be 500% more productive, if you could be 600% more creative, if you could cut learning times in half. This is exactly what is available to each and every one of you today. But what you choose to do with this information is entirely up to you.